Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aksan Barokah. The study titled The Implementation of the Cambridge Lower Secondary English Curriculum Teachers' Voices at One Private School in Palembang explores the perceptions and experiences of English teachers regarding the implementation of the Cambridge Lower Secondary English Curriculum with a private education institution in Palembang, Indonesia. This research was motivated by the increasing adoption of international curricula in Indonesian school, especially in teaching English, as a response to the growing demand for globally competent graduates. The Cambridge curriculum, known for its emphasis on critical thinking, effective communication, and literary skills, is regarded as one of the most reputable international education systems. In this context, the study sought to investigate how English teachers understand, adapt, and apply the Cambridge curriculum in their classroom, as well as how they perceive its impact on their teaching practices and one student learning outcomes. Employing a qualitative research design with a case study approach, the study collected data through semi-structured, in-depth, in-depth interviews with two English teachers from the Singapore Indonesians School SIS Palembang. These teachers were selected through purposive sampling, specifically using total population sampling, as both as both were were the only English teachers teaching at the lower secondary level in the school. The data obtained from the interviews were analyzed using thematic analysis, which allowed the researchers to identify recurring terms and patterns related to curriculum's implementations, classroom practice, and assessment strategies. The analysis focus on the categorizing the teacher, focus on the I'm sorry. The analysis focus on the categorizing the teachers' responses to structured states that reflected their experience with Cambridge curriculum. The findings revealed that the implementation of the Cambridge Lower Secondary English curriculum can be divided into three main stages: paragraph development, learning implementation, and evaluations. In the program development stage, the teachers emphasize the importance of aligning academic planning and the specific and with the school's internal academic planning and the specific needs of their students. They reported that while they adapted the teaching materials provided by Cambridge. They had to adapt the teaching plans and pacing to fit into the school academic calendar and students' learning capacities. They made use of Cambridge Scheme of Work (SOW) as a foundation as a foundational guideline, but adjusted it to develop annual and semester's plans, as well as the lessons and unit plans. Furthermore, teachers supplemented the Cambridge textbooks with additional materials from various online textbooks for online source to erase learning and cater to students with different proficiency levels. A significant focus during the stage. The stage was also preparing students for the Cambridge lower secondary checkpoint examinations through targeted activities, extra classes, and consistent exposure to post-exam prop papers. The second stage, learning implementations, revealed that the curriculum emphasized skill building, especially in writing. Teachers explained that Cambridge's approach wasn't solely about memorization or passive learning, but rather encouraged active student participants, reflective thinking, and language application in both written and oral text. Writing assignments were designed to allow students to connect personal experiences with academic tasks, making learning more meaningful and enjoyable. Teachers also described how they applied Cambridge's teacher attributes Teacher attributes being confident, innovative, engaged, responsible, and reflective during instruction. Meanwhile, students were also encouraged to develop similar learning attributes. Notably, notably, English was used as the primary medium of instruction in the school environment, both inside and outside the classroom, which created a language rich atmosphere and supported students in developing fluency and confidence in using English. To address the diverse learning needs of students, teachers differentiated differentiated instruction by personalizing learning activities based on reading and language proficiency level, ensuring and inclusivity and fairness in delivering content. The third stage, evaluation involved assessing students' progress and proficiency through tools and methods provided by Cambridge. Teachers report that the assessment system under the Cambridge framework was rigorous, focusing on higher order thinking skills rather than rote learning. Unlike the Indonesian national assessment model that often relies on multiple choice questions, the Cambridge assessment include structured writing tasks, short essay questions, and analytical exercise that required students to demonstrate deeper understanding and application of knowledge. The final evaluations was conducted through the Cambridge Checkpoint exams, which provide an internationally benchmark measure of the students' achievement. Teachers emphasize of the importance of preparing students adequately for the assessments and note that the school support the professional development initiatives to help teachers become certified and trained in delivering and evaluating Cambridge curriculum effectively. Overall, this study concluded the Cambridge lower secondary English curriculum was implemented successful at SIS Palembang. Supported, supported by well-prepared teachers, relevant instructional resource, and school-wide commitment to international education standards. The teacher perception highlight that although there were challenges in adapting the curriculums, the local contents, and student needs, the benefits such as improved student engagement, enhanced writing skill, and greater and greater exposure to global English outweighed the difficulties. The implementations process was marked by careful planning, reflective teaching practice, and strong focus on the student's development. The findings suggest that with adequate training, resource support, like Cambridge, can be effectively integrated into the Indonesian educational landscape to produce competent, confident, and globally minded learners. Okay? I think, thank you.